The raccoon vanishes into the brush. Mission escape cage successful. The foxes break into the wild, tails high, like two furry rebels celebrating victory. In the warm forests of Queensland, koalas are released at last, clinging to the trees like old friends rediscovered. A herd of white goats rushes into the open, leaping toward the jungle. Freedom has never looked so cheerful. An alligator, finally freed, lumbers toward the lake as a mesmerized crowd watches every move. The deer bounds away from the cage, its jumps echoing pure, unfiltered joy. Another bird is set free and flies over the water. The world becomes its playground. The turtle races to the waves. Yes, that slow creature just sprinted. The baby bear charges into the trees. Freedom brings out the fearless. In the heart of the wild, animals taste freedom for the very first time. A moment of pure chaos and wonder as they sprint into the jungle. The tiger of Ranthambore bursts through its cage, vanishing into the forest with thunderous strides, while the crowd gasps in awe. 100 Yorkshire pigs escape into the open fields, a stampede of joy and confusion rolling across the meadow. In the snowy peaks of Siberia, a snowcat steps into freedom, its cautious paws touching the ground as the camera rolls in silence. Under the cover of night, two brave men release an alligator into the murky waters. Risky business, if you ask me. A black bear charges into the forest, its growls echoing like a victory cry of wild independence. The brown bear, faster than a storm, dashes into the woods while two men stand frozen in disbelief. Deep in a forest clearing, a kind man rescues a fox trapped in a fence. The moment of release is pure magic.
Get those nails out and just put a place up there.
Vital tendons and muscles in the leg.
Are you pleased to be home or not? Yeah. I've only got half a turn. Stop, look both ways.
In a peaceful park, people hand-feed pigeons, and the sky erupts with fluttering wings and laughter. On a quiet coastline, men release dolphins back into the sea. Their leaps in the waves paint a scene of living freedom. Zebras of the savannah sprint out of captivity and into the open plains, kicking up dust like a celebration of life. A tiny squirrel, freed at last, scampers up the trees, finding joy in every nut, every branch, every breath. Hundreds of seabirds rise over the ocean horizon, wings wide and hearts wild. Freedom in flight. A pet dolphin, finally home, leaps through the surf as its owner watches with tears of joy.
아싸라게 그냥 깨끗하게 뒤도더라고 딱. 인디가 또 저런 거 기억나지 않네요.
Three baby black bears tumble out of their cage, playing in the grass like they've just discovered happiness. A giant turtle rushes into the water, proving slow animals can have fast dreams. The baby sea otter jumps into the sea and doesn't even turn back. Independence achieved. The cage opens and the cheetahs vanish into the jungle. Freedom has never been this fast. The eagles rise into the wind. Sky unlocked. Limits removed. The nutria group rushes together into the forest, like a tiny furry army of happiness. Inside the water, the seagull spreads its wings and takes off. Freedom tastes like ocean wind. Another brown seagull lifts into the sky, screaming joy to everyone who watched. On the beach, the heron takes flight. Like the ocean just handed back a piece of the wild. The lion steps out with royal calm, each stride reclaiming his kingdom in the jungle beyond. Baby bears toddle into the wild, wobbling yet fearless on their first walk to freedom. Under the blazing sun, a tiger wanders free, pausing to drink from a stream that tastes like liberty. A pack of wolves rushes into the forest, their howls slicing through the morning air, a chorus of the untamed. Thousands of birds burst into the sky, wings painting the air with a storm of color and sound. On a golden afternoon, an elephant ambles into the jungle, every step a gentle reminder of strength reborn. An aggressive lion roams the jungle freely, eyes sharp, mane glowing, beauty and danger entwined. The snowcat, pale as frost, races into the green, a ghost vanishing into life. A baby bear, overwhelmed with joy, runs through the trees, its first taste of wild air unforgettable. Two lionesses burst from their cage into the wild, the queens reclaiming their kingdom. The black bear sprints into the woods, almost dancing with joy. Not bad for a creature so big. A kaleidoscope of parrots fills the sky, their colors painting freedom across the clouds. On a sunny beach, baby sea otters wriggle into the ocean, their tiny faces full of adventure. A white-nosed coyote, newly freed, disappears into the green forest, a ghost of freedom. A baby alligator slips into the lake, rippling the surface with its tiny tail. A cheeky monkey climbs the trees in glee, finally back to his playground in the canopy. Dozens of buffaloes rush into the open fields, splashing joyfully in the water, a symphony of power and peace. For the first time, the penguins dive into open water, leaving the cage and slipping into a world. The armadillo steps into the jungle, unsure at first, then rolling into freedom. These tiny monkeys explode with excitement, racing into the forest as if someone just opened the gates of happiness. The bison walked out slowly, then realized, today, the world is wider than any fence. From the boat's edge, the massive sea turtle slides into the ocean, disappearing beneath the waves like a silent submarine. Two bears sprint into the forest, finally free, like kids released on the last day of school. The snowcats leap out with pure adrenaline. Freedom has never looked this fast. The baby sea otter hesitates for 1 second, then dives into the water. After treatment, the puma walks back into the jungle, healed, strong, and ready to rule again. The crab is placed near the water, and without looking back, it bolts like it has important business in the sea. The baby bear steps out, sniffs the air, and then charges into the woods like adventure just called its name. The baby deer walks gently into the forest, every step softer than a whisper. The raccoon takes one look at the open world and sprints like someone just yelled, "Free snacks!" The horses burst from the gate, kicking and playing. Even nature stops to watch their joy. When the cage opens, hundreds of birds lift into the sky together, like a painting suddenly coming to life. With a gentle push, the eagle spreads its wings and disappears into the horizon. The horses break into a run, kicking up dust. Freedom looks loud and unstoppable. Released at last, the white owl rises into the sky. The squirrels touch the ground, pause, then sprint like two tiny rockets toward the trees. The animal shoots out of the cage with turbo speed, as if it had been planning this escape for years. The bison run into the field and reunite with their herd. Freedom is best when shared. The cheetah doesn't walk, it launches, turning freedom into pure lightning. Released under the warm sun, the snake slides into the grass like a silent shadow. The baby crocodile slips into the water. Nature just reclaimed one of its warriors. The duck swims straight to its friends, like a reunion that was meant to happen. The big snake escapes the bag quietly. The forest probably didn't expect a new king today. With one last look back, the fox dashes into the jungle. Happiness has 4 fast legs. The lizard touches the ground and instantly disappears into the leaves. The gate opens, and the leopard is gone in a blink. Freedom moves faster than fear. The white owl rises gently, then vanishes into the sky like a ghost. The raccoon sprints away with zero hesitation. Clearly, no goodbye hugs. The bird hits the water and swims like it just unlocked a new level of life. Another snowcat leaps out and melts into the forest like disappearing snow. The rat bolts like it owes someone money, straight into the jungle. The squirrel runs toward the trees, as if the whole forest was cheering it on. The turtle slowly walks toward the water, and the moment it touches the sea, it becomes unstoppable. The eagles burst from the cage, slicing into the sky like arrows of freedom, set free at last.
High tide caused this octopus to be almost washed ashore, but the Marine Animal Rescue Organization made sure it returned to the ocean as soon as possible.
The koala climbs the nearest tree. Home is higher than the ground. The monkeys leap from their cage in chaotic joy, climbing, wrestling, and laughing like jungle children. The lion and lioness, side by side, stride into freedom. The wild has its rulers again. A graceful deer darts into the woods. A man releases an eagle, and it soars into the sky. Freedom reflected in its mighty wings. With the help of rescuers, a shark slides back into the waves. One lucky escape on the train to freedom. A bobtail lizard scurries up a tree, its tiny legs carrying the excitement of a lifetime.
There she goes.
In the humid plains, rhinos charge into the forest as cameras roll. Power meets peace. A gentle octopus curls away into the deep. The ocean's quiet applause follows. On a bright morning, bears dash from their cages. Joy has never looked so furry. In the midnight jungle, a shy pangolin crawls away, armored, awkward, but finally free. On icy shores, penguins waddle into the sea, their happy hops melting every heart. A black monkey swings high through the trees, laughing in freedom's rhythm. The zebras gallop into the grasslands, their stripes flashing like lightning across the plain. Beside the river, an eagle takes flight, freedom reflected in the ripples below. A group of monkeys bursts out in chaos. Tree branches become their playground once again. A woman gently tosses a bird skyward, and it answers with the song of the wind. Another eagle rises high, circling the sun. Freedom never looked so proud. The deer, released into snowy mountains, leap away as if chasing clouds. A delicate stingray slides from a man's hands into the blue, a moment of pure serenity. On a chilly beach, a girl sets a baby penguin free, a tiny waddle into destiny. The shark glides into the sea again, tail slicing through the water like a silver blade.
She wants to be past.
A man releases a black panther. Its eyes gleam, and it melts into the shadowed forest. A brilliant parrot takes off, painting the sky with sound and color. A sea otter, giggling in motion, paddles away in joy. Freedom looks adorable. The octopus unfurls its arms underwater, soft, silent, and finally, home. A curious muskrat paddles out, exploring its watery world for the first time. A sea otter dives from a boat, leaving only a splash and a smile behind. A man releases an owl, and it glides into the twilight, ghost-like and wise. A young woman opens a cage. A fox dashes into the jungle, tail flicking with mischief. The zebras race again into the wild. Their joy is contagious. Another fox sprints at full speed into the forest. No looking back. The eagle soars toward the mountains, sunlight flashing off its wings. The sky belongs to it once more. The sloths, slow but free, cling to the trees. Their calm a lesson in patience. Leopards bound into the jungle, shadows chasing shadows, elegance in motion. The black bear charges toward the trees, sunlight gleaming off its fur. On a warm afternoon, a squirrel darts up a tree, chattering with delight. A man releases an alligator into the lake. The ripples whisper, "Home again." On a snowy mountain, bisons thunder behind their rescuer, nature's power in motion. A black bear bursts from its cage, wild energy unleashed. In a shocking moment, another bear drags its rescuer. Nature reminding us who's boss. Maybe freedom came with a little too much excitement. The elephant storms away from its cage, a magnificent spectacle before stunned onlookers.
Back up! Move!
He's moving! He's heading for the station! There, he's in the store! He's in the store! Someone call animal control right now!
The sea otter, sleek and shy, dives into the ocean with speed. Freedom never looked so graceful. After treatment, a puma sprints into the jungle and disappears behind the ferns. A silent thank you in motion. By a pond's edge, two men release a family of ducks, who waddle away with cheerful quacks. A rescued koala climbs a eucalyptus tree, pure Aussie energy, and a mouthful of leaves. A cheetah, dazed by its new liberty, soon regains its instinct, vanishing into the golden mountains beyond. A freed seagull takes to the sky instantly, as if the cage was never there at all. Two fishermen toss a shark back into the deep. Not the kind of thing you want to drop twice. A baby snowcat bolts into the forest, a blur of white fur against the dark pines. A raccoon, wide-eyed and clever, darts into the night, probably plotting something already. A mighty crocodile glides under the lake's surface, tasting wild water for the first time. Another fox, freed from a net, darts off into the woods, tail high, spirit higher.
Let him go until I'm ready to let him go. I'm not sure there's no restriction. I'm sure there's not. You can go back to the park. Go find your mum. Go find your mum who's been looking for you. Go find your mum. There, by looking at it.
Just wants a hiding place.
In a green meadow, snakes slither out of their bag like liquid lightning. Not my favorite picnic site.
Close everybody. I've got 2, 4, 6, 7. These little guys to go back into the wild. The sad thing is, we don't.
The released crocodile slides into the lake, vanishing beneath the ripples like a ghost of the swamp. The raccoon climbs freely among the branches. Finally, no bars between him and the moon. In the African forest, a cheetah sprints so fast it seems to outrun the camera. Freedom at full throttle. A gust of wind carries freed birds skyward. The air itself becomes alive with color. Two men rescue a deer from a pool. As it bounds away, you can almost hear its heart racing with relief.
Just don't slip it. Well, should be good.
A man empties a bag of snakes, and they scatter like living wires across the ground, thrilling and terrifying at once. The alligator, once confined, slides into the lake with purpose. Home at last.
He's choking him out. You gotta do it fast, because he's gonna lose his...
In the snowy highlands, a puma bounds through the frost, leaving nothing but paw prints and mystery.
You video that? Cool.
A leopard leaps from captivity to freedom, melting into the shadowed jungle. Somewhere in the frozen wilderness, a tiger runs free, its roar echoing through the mountains. A woman releases a baby crocodile into a pond. It paddles away like it owns the place. In the dense jungle, a snowcat steps cautiously into its new life. Soft paws, loud heart. With one flap, the birds rise high. Not even gravity can stop them now. When the gate opens, the zebra explodes into motion, stripes made to run. Horses eat the grass, kick the ground, and sprint away. Pure, loud joy. The deer dashes out like a rocket. Freedom makes legs faster.